Alright, let's go ahead and begin by opening up PowerPoint. We're going to File, Open. We're going to navigate to where we stored our Chapter 6 files. If you do not have these, you can get them off of Schoology as a zip folder. Right now we're not going to open up any PowerPoint presentations. We can see that's what it defaults to open to. We're actually going to open up a Word document. So instead of doing all PowerPoint, we're going to click all outlines. You should see a Word document titled Health Outline. This will then be converted into a PowerPoint presentation. Looking at the slides, you can tell that all of them have a title only content theme to them. We're going to take our first slide and we're going to change the layout of this to be a title slide. I'm also going to change the design of this presentation. So under our design tab up in my themes, I'm going to select more and we're going to look for hardcover. I'm also going to change the color design on that, and we're going to change this to clarity. As you can see, we now have our outline with all of our Word documentation inserted in there along with our slides. We're going to insert 3 pictures from our data files. So up top in our Insert tab, we're going to go ahead and insert pictures. We're going to navigate to those files once again. And let's change the view on this. We're going to open up 3 files. I'm going to just control click, so I'm going to hold down the control key. I'm going to open up stethoscope, prescription, and scale. And we can see all 3 of those are going to be open. Hit insert. Alright, and we need to kind of just click off. I'm going to separate them. First one's going to be my stethoscope. The next one is going to be my medication, and the other one's going to be my scale. I'm going to change the picture size to each of these. Alright, so under my Picture Tools Format tab, I'm just going to try to get these as close to 2 inches as possible. Don't worry about where they're aligned right now, but what we're going to do is we're going to copy our stethoscope picture to slide 2 and paste it in the lower right hand corner. We're going to take our prescription and post it onto slide 3, and we're going to copy and paste our scale picture and post it in the lower right hand corner of slide 4. Once again, do not worry about alignment. Let's go ahead and save our presentation now. So under your Tech Apps folder, we're going to save this as Home Health. Okay, so while using a presentation software like PowerPoint, speakers sometimes like to skip from one slide to another in a presentation in response to audience needs or timing issues. In addition, if we have internet access available, they may want to jump to a web page. So when presenting here, we may see that a presenter would like to skip from slide 2 to 5. So we're going to work with hyperlinks here. One method of jumping non-sequentially to slides is by clicking a hyperlink or an action button on a slide. A hyperlink, also called a link, connects one slide to a web page, another slide, a custom slide consisting of specific slides in a presentation, or an email address or another file. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to slide 1 and we're going to hyperlink our pictures to somewhere in our document. I'm going to go ahead and select my picture, select the Insert tab, and we're going to select our hyperlink button. Okay, we're going to put this to another place in our document, so we want this to go to the title of our slide, slide 2. I'm going to hit OK. We want our prescription picture to hyperlink to slide 3, and we'd like our scale picture to hyperlink to a place in this document in slide 4. We're also going to hyperlink some of the items on slide 5 to other resources on the internet. So go ahead and display slide 5. We're going to double click our first bullet point there, Doc Finder. I'm going to once again insert a hyperlink under my Insert tab. However, we're going to go to an existing file or web page. I am going to type in the address bar www.docboard.org and click OK. We're also going to link a hyperlink to the remaining slide 5 paragraphs. So for our Federal Drug Administration, we're going to hyperlink that to www.fda.gov. Medline Plus, we're going to hyperlink to www.medlineplus.gov. National Health Information Center will be hyperlinked to health.gov/NHIC. And last but not least, National Institutes of Health will be hyperlinked to NIH.gov. Click OK. The next item that we're going to work with is an action button, which is a particular type of hyperlink that has a built-in function already placed on it. So I'm going to click on slide 2. Up top in our Insert tab, we're going to go to Shapes, and down at the bottom you're going to see a variety of action buttons. We're going to select the fourth action button, which is Action Button End. I'm just going to go ahead and draw that, and we're going to resize it later. Okay, and then you're going to see a dialog box pop up. This is already built in to hyperlink always to the last slide or the end of our presentation. We're going to play a sound when we click on this button as well, so let's go ahead and scroll down to Push. Click OK. We're going to format the size of this action button to be 0.5 by 0.5. We're also going to change the shape fill of it because it really doesn't fit well into our presentation. And I'm going to change it to this light yellow background 2. I'm going to drag it, and you should feel it snap into the lower left hand corner. I'm also going to make sure I have this action button on all of my slides. So I'm going to select my action button, hit the Home tab. We're going to copy this, and then I'm just going to paste this onto slides 3 and 4. If I'd like to edit an action button, I'm going to go to my Insert tab. Okay, we're going to see this action button link under my links format group. We're going to change the sound on slide 4. We're going to change that to be whoosh. I'm also going to change it on slide 3. And we're going to change that to be breeze. Slide 2 in our presentation provides information for patients to ask about a potential doctor. When running a presentation, our speaker may decide that there's some useful information from other PowerPoint presentations. So we're going to link this picture to another PowerPoint. I'm going to select the action button. We're going to hyperlink to, and rather than next slide, I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to select other PowerPoint presentation. You're going to navigate to your Chapter 6 files if you are not already there, and you're going to select the PowerPoint Additional Health. You may need to change this so it's all PowerPoint presentations. Click OK, and then we're going to just hit OK onto slide number 1. Hit OK. On slide 4, we're going to do a similar process with the picture. We're going to open our action dialog box. We're going to hyperlink. However, we're just going to hyperlink this one to the same PowerPoint, except this slide, we're going to make it hyperlink to slide number 2, body fat classifications. We can also link Word documents by following a similar process. So on slide 3, I'm going to select my medication picture, action. We're going to hyperlink this too. However, as you scroll down your list, you're not going to see that a Microsoft Word file is on here. So we're going to select Other File. Navigate to your Chapter 6 files if you need to. And we are going to select the file titled Medication Record. Click OK. OK once again, and save your work. Okay, now let's say I begin my presentation and I'm getting on to slide 4, and all of a sudden I do click on this image here and I open up the link. Well, opens up to another PowerPoint presentation, but the question then becomes, how do I get back? If I click once, it ends my slideshow, so that's really not the most efficient way. What we need to do then is insert an action button here that is going to return us back to our original PowerPoint presentation. So what you're going to need to do is this. Minimize this PowerPoint. In the Backstage view, let's go to your Chapter 6 files, and you are going to open up the PowerPoint titled, where is it here? Additional Health. And Additional Health is what it's called. With slide 1 selected, we are going to go to our insert, we're going to insert a shape, and we're going to go to our actions buttons. I am going to select the 7th one in, which is right next to that little I. It's just a return button, which will return us to our most previous slide. I'm going to go ahead and draw that action button. We're going to hyperlink it to our last slide that was viewed. We're going to hyperlink this slide to slide 2 in our original presentation. So similar, we're going to go other PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to open up my Home Health PowerPoint, hit OK, and we want to link this to slide number 2. Hit OK twice. We're going to resize this and make it fit into our presentation, so I'm going to change the format. We're going to change the size to 0.5 by 0.5. We're going to change the shape fill to our tan background 2 color, and I'm going to place this shape in the lower right hand corner of my presentation. We're going to copy that, and we're going to go ahead and just paste it onto slide number 2. However, I need to make sure I change the hyperlink to this. So under my action button, we're going to hyperlink this to our home health presentation, except on slide 2, we're going to link this to slide 4, increased risk for overweight people. Hit OK. You can save this presentation, close it, and head back into our original PowerPoint.